Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Justin at WinkSound.com. So for this episode of the In the Bedroom Studio Mixing Mindset, I'll talk about communicating and dealing with a mastering engineer. When you're dealing with someone, they give you notes on how they want the track mixed. So when you're dealing with the mastering engineer, you give them notes on how you want it mastered. Same thing, very simple idea, but it's extremely important for that mastering engineer. Tell them what you want the track to sound like. Bring them any of those commercial recordings that you like and want to emulate. Let them know what and where the track or tracks will be released on so they know how to export the finished product to you. You have to do a lot less back and forth between yourself and the mastering engineer. They'll send you something and you'll say, no, I don't like it, do it like this. If you told them to do it like this in the beginning, you wouldn't even be dealing like that. You'll understand how helpful those notes are once you experience them. And what you want to do with the mastering engineer is ask them how they would like the tracks from you when you're getting ready to send them over to them. Some mastering engineers are cool with the stereo bounce of the tracks. Some mastering engineers like the flexibility of separate stems of each separate song. And what stems are, they're basically groups of tracks. So let's say you have 16 tracks of drums, you'll bounce them out to one stereo track, and that would be your drum stems. Guitars, let's say you got 5 guitar tracks, bounce them into one stereo track, guitar stems. Vocals, same thing. Everything else, same thing. Bring like sounds and instruments together and bounce them out to a stem for the mastering engineer to work with. So when you deliver those stems to the mastering engineer, you want to make sure you label the tracks very clearly so they aren't confused as to what they're working with. Also, make sure you bounce every track at the same starting and ending point. So this way, when the mastering engineer imports the tracks into their setup, nothing is out of sync. Everything lines up perfectly with each other and they're not confused. You want them to be able to just master it without any problems. Those are some basics of dealing with the mastering engineer. Everyone works differently out there, so there will be some variations here and there. You can learn these things in school and stuff like that, but kind of my dad has a saying, and it's you go to the school of hard knocks after school. Basically, it's the school of really getting down there and dirty and busting your ass and stuff like that. It's all very simple. Just read and understand and experiment as much as you can and be in these situations as much as you can. Gain that experience. That's it for this episode. I want to hear some stories of your mastering experiences. Please try to keep it positive. Don't name anyone. We don't need that negativity around here. If you've had a bad experience, just learn from it and move on. Simple as that. I want to hear funny stuff or great experiences. Send over any emails, justin@winksound.com. Follow WinkSound Studios on Facebook and Twitter. And I will see you guys in the next In the Bedroom Studio. Talk to everyone soon. Peace.